Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your mid-February 2022 general love reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Sagittarius. This will not resonate with every Sagittarius that watches this message, and because this reading is general, not every single message may be for you. So please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear that message. If this reading is not for you at all, Sagittarius, I highly suggest checking out your other signs in different placements. Hi, cross-watchers. You're very welcome here if you're interested in a Sagittarius. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Sagittarius and cross-watchers that energy is fluid. And this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You are more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. All right, Sagittarius, let's go ahead and get this reading started. I will be using my sound bowl, as always, to clear and set the energy. So if you are listening to this using headphones or if the volume is kind of up, I do suggest turning it down a little bit just for this part because I don't want your ears to hurt. So let's get this started. All right. Interesting. What I saw when I was reading the bowl was like this pit or like a well. And I heard it's deeper than you realize. And then I just felt this like feeling in the pit of my stomach. It was almost in between like my sacral and my solar plexus chakras. So I don't know. I almost feel like for some of you, there's someone who is deeply like is really deep in feelings for you. They have like, but it feels kind of sad. I don't know. Again, I just feel like there's just someone who wants more of an explanation of what happened, how someone really feels, because it's almost as if someone has been just covering something deep up. And it's in regards to how they feel about you. It's in regards to what they want in this with you. I wonder if this is someone that you guys kind of split apart from. It just feels kind of, I don't know, something has been left unsaid. And it's still kind of ringing in someone's mind about why someone still comes up in thought all the time. I don't know. That could just be a message for someone out there. Let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say for my Sagittarians. Tell me about what's going on in love and romance in February for Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. For anyone dealing with the Sagittarius, what is the energy surrounding Sagittarius? Here and now, your true love is already a part of your life. So a lot of you, I mean, I gotta say, you've already met the person that you're meant to be with. You've already met the person that you're meant to have more of a contract with. So I feel that if someone left you, they're really regretting it, or they're realizing they made a big mistake. The letter H is coming through very strong for me. First, middle, last initial could mean something that someone does not have to be. But yeah, Sagittarius, I really feel like both of you know that there's something more to this than where it ended. And I think that this person is coming through like a tough awakening about this with you. And it's through this time apart for some of you. It definitely feels that way. And others of you, I kind of am hoping for, again, we'll pull more cards and see what lies on the table, but it's kind of like if you are talking to someone and you're just getting this strong solar plexus, sacral chakra energy around them, like it gets enlightened. It feels like a spark. It feels like a passion between the two of you. That's the person I'm talking about. And it's through just almost sitting next to each other. You feel the tension, you feel the vibe, you feel physically, psychically, the energy that exists between the two of you. And I just saw a sleeping bag too. I don't know if someone goes camping, likes to go camping quite often, but I saw a sleeping bag for someone out there. That may mean something. But let's go ahead and pull some more cards. Tell me more about what this person feels for Sagittarius, thinks about Sagittarius. Ooh. Okay. So emotional telepathy, I pick up on what you're feeling. Yeah, some of you could be dealing with a water sign, or someone could have water in their big three. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces does not have to be the case in order for this reading to resonate. And it says tempting offer. Okay. Ooh. And then we have you feed me in ways no one else could. Okay, Sagittarius. So yeah, I feel for those of you that may have been apart from this person, they're definitely coming back. They definitely regret, ending things with you. And I feel like you still didn't get like an answer why they ended it. It just randomly came up out of nowhere. And I think they just retreated in some way. I don't know if they retreated because the feelings started getting deep. I don't know if they retreated because there's some sort of unconscious belief that they weren't worthy of you. Something along those lines I'm feeling very strongly. But others of you who is interacting with this person, who I think you're even going to see them tonight. I don't know why I'm picking up on that for someone, but that's just an extra confirmation. You are the person that has satisfied them in every way more than anyone else ever has. And this isn't just physical. This is also emotional. Intellectually, I feel you guys have amazing conversations. You have the same taste in music, movies, television, books. You guys are kind of vibing on the same level as far as what your interests are and what kind of clicks with the both of you. And that's why I think this was Spirit's telling you very upfront, Sagittarius, that this is the person you're meant to be with. For those of you this is already strongly resonating with. Interesting. So let's go ahead and pull the tarot cards. I want to definitely dive deeper into this because this seems like quite the story for my Sagittarians. What is coming through for Sagittarius, Spirit, for mid to end of February? Tell me more. Woo! Three of Pentacles. Capricorn energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn. You could have Capricorn in your chart. Does not have to be the case in order for this reading to resonate. They definitely want to build with you. They definitely see potential. They see value. I even feel like some of you are very talented at what you do for your job, for your career. Some of you, this is like, I don't know. I feel someone could be like in construction, or they could be in architecture. They could be in engineering, maybe. I don't know why I'm picking up on that. Landscape design for someone out there. Maybe even like computer programming. But I think that someone really feels like it would work the best with you, Sagittarius. And if there is, for some of you, that group that this person left, they haven't been able to find anyone that has been as satisfying as you, that they feel they can work as well with you. You guys easily get along. And that's the weird thing for those of you where this person kind of left things. It feels like they just got scared, or it feels like they just didn't. Right when you're getting to that threshold where you're about to go to the next level, instead of just embracing it and seeing what happens, they were afraid it was going to fall apart. So they just made it fall apart anyway. Interesting. Let's keep going. Wow. Interesting. Okay, bottom of the deck, Nine of Pentacles. So Virgo energy. I feel that you guys have been single through this. You guys have definitely been recently single for some of you, especially if that person left like beginning of 2021, very recently for some of you. And I wonder if they thought you were going to kind of like fall apart the way they did. But Sagittarius, I feel, although it definitely hurt you, for those of you this person just kind of up and left, you kind of showed them that this wasn't going to tear you down. You know your value, which is different than a lot of people who get involved in relationships that they're not prepared for these certain things that happen to them that are out of their control. They blame themselves. They tear themselves down. But Sagittarius, I think you were just kind of like, well, if they can't see the value in me, I know I have it. I know I'm a good partner. I know I'm a good lover. I know I'm a good friend. And I have everything that anyone would want. And if you're not feeling that way in this moment, you really should. Because I feel, Sagittarius, you do have it all. And with this Nine of Pentacles, I also feel for others of you, again, where you're just talking to this person, you started developing a relationship with this person that's starting to become pretty solid. I think they don't want to be alone anymore. They don't want to be single anymore. And they may have an eye for you. They may have started to think that you are the person that they could be in a commitment with, which is interesting because I feel like this person wasn't looking for a commitment until they met you, was looking to be single. You know, I'm hearing that song by Big Pun, I don't want to be a player no more. I'm not a player, I just crush a lot. You know what I'm talking about? You're kind of the person that brought on those feelings now, Sagittarius. Why would they look for anyone else but you? So we have 2 3s here. So some of you could be seeing 333. Your birthday could be December 3rd, December 13th, November 23rd, and we also have 2 9s. So 999 could be a synchronicity you're seeing. December 9th, December 19th, or maybe November 29th are your birthdays as well. But this tells me like that this is on or has the potential to build, to grow, and you're on the very brink of this evolving into everything you wanted with this person. Which I feel for you guys, like this isn't someone you're kind of just over, you're done with, you're moving on from. And if that's the case, I can save you time by letting you know you can click out now. But I feel this is the person you know that was just scared, and you were absolutely right, or just wasn't being upfront, for some reason kind of got cold feet when it came to start taking to this to the next level. And for others of you, again, for those of you that are still talking to this person, actively dating, communicating, it's been taking a long time, and it's been a long time coming. But that time was needed so they can become in alignment with you and what you wanted and what the purpose between the two of you was. Because no one wants, you know, when you're baking, no one wants like that cake that is ooey gooey in the middle. You want it well done. You want to make sure that the timing is right so you can enjoy it at its best. And this person was not at their best when they met you. I can confirm that. I almost feel like a lot of you have made this person better. I don't know if that means, again, like wanting to be more exclusive, which that's not per se a personality thing, but kind of like they want to be a better person for you, Sagittarius. And some of you came at a time where they were going through something really difficult mentally, emotionally, and then you brought them back up again. Interesting. So let's go ahead and get into this. At the center of this, we have the 3 of Pentacles. Like I said, Capricorn energy. So yeah, what I feel with this Sagittarius is that like when it comes to the people they've had relationships over their entire span of their romantic career, right? There has been no one that's made them feel as good as you, or that made them feel like they could really commit to this like you. And Some of you could have met at work, or you work in the same industry, you met through networking. Even I'm hearing met through friends for some of you, like your friends introduced you to each other or something like that, maybe at a friend's house. But the dead center of this is that they want to work on this. They want to build this. And I feel that if there has been unanswered questions around this, I think there was a moment of hesitation or doubt within them because they didn't know if they were ready, which seems silly, I know. But that's really what I'm picking up on, is that they just didn't know if they could go through with this, that they could give you all that you deserve, is what I really feel. And it comes from a place of, I don't know, insecurity, whether they're realizing this or not. Because I think you two really did work well together, or do work well together. You do get along. You do have a good time when you're around each other. I feel like they've helped you, or you've helped them with their house, like home renovation, painting the house, reorganizing it, moving in to a different place or something like that. But they know that what you have is something that can continue to build, continue to grow. Whether they're just realizing this now, or it's something that has been growing every day you guys have been hanging out, have been dating, getting to know each other. What's crossing this is Temperance. So yeah, Sagittarius energy. Some of you could possibly be dealing with another Sagittarius, perhaps. I also feel Libra energy with this card for me as a reader personally. Divine timing is the thing that has been challenging this connection. And it's interesting when we talk about divine timing. Sometimes it is something out of our hands, out of our control, where there's things in the background that need to be worked through, need to be fixed. So again, everything can come at its right time, at its best, hot and ready out of the oven, so you guys can experience each other at each other's best. And that doesn't mean you both of you are perfect, but with anything you go through, any flaw that may come up, that we all have, it's something that you can work through, not that you would hide away from, not that you would push the other away. So I feel this person has been doing a lot to heal, to come to peace and terms with that there's nothing to really be afraid of here. And that the only time you could really fail within this is if you put it on, the pressure or the projection of failing. I wonder if this person was just afraid they were going to disappoint you in some way. I feel that some of my Sagittarians have expectations that they're not willing to compromise. And they know this, and they know that you are someone that is worth everything. So to think that they could mess up or screw up and you would break up with them was something that they wouldn't or couldn't handle very well. It does feel like a fear of rejection here, Sagittarius. But I think they're healing that in order to be with you, especially for those of you who aren't talking to this person now. What's crowning this is the Tower. Aries energy, Scorpio energy, strong Mars energy. So yeah, for the first group where you're not talking to this person, this just shocked you, the way they left. The way they left things unanswered, didn't give you any clarity, and you weren't expecting that. You weren't expecting that this connection would end like that, or that this would all happen. But I do believe it was divine intervention in some way for you guys. Because the person, again, with you, they weren't, when they were with you, I almost feel like their moods would put you down, or that they would kind of stir up some drama unnecessarily because of certain triggers within them that truly had nothing to do with you. And it was upsetting your vibe. It was upsetting your vibration. So Spirit wanted to separate you guys in some sort of way. And maybe they gave them the nudge to do so they can go take care of themselves and get their priorities right, their expectations right, do their healing they needed to do, because it was actually detrimenting you for you guys to carry on in the connection the way that they were. Maybe someone did have like a bit of a bad temper even with the Tower crowning this. And sometimes their anger was not rightfully taken out on you. And others of you with this Tower moment crowning the whole reading, I feel that this is when you met them. If you're still together, still talking, they went through something serious, a job loss, loss of a family member, loss of a friend, loss of a lover. Maybe they were cheated on, betrayed, things like that happened to them. So yeah, they were already kind of on a faulty foundation when they met you, Sagittarius. And I think that with this energy here crowning the whole reading, they weren't able to build the solid foundation with you with the tools they had. And I think that's what they've been examining. That's what Spirit has been trying to send their way to develop this relationship more, because I really do think there's more to this than what you're even seeing right now. I feel that for others of you where you're not talking, this person has tried to move on, tried to hook up with people, and it's left them feeling empty because it's not you. But they tried to like make it work with other people, but it still wasn't you. No matter what, they can't avoid that. They can't just replace you. And that's what's coming to a realization here within them. What's rooting this is the Three of Cups. Cancer energy. Yeah, I do feel for those of you you're not talking, they want a reunion. They want to reconcile. I feel that they've been longing for you. They miss you. They miss having you over. They miss calling you. They miss just being around you in general. And I think they're coming to terms or realizing their own self-sabotage that they tend to do in relationships, not just romantic, but in general too. They may have a hard time like getting along with family members. And I think with this Three of Cups, they know they're going to return back to you, or that they need to actually try again to be with you. And again, I just feel with, especially with this emotional telepathy, like you guys, even when you're apart, you still pick up on each other's energy. That's why they still come into your mind, Sagittarius. That's why you still think about them, because they're thinking about you, wanting to be with you, missing you, thinking about the dates you've been on, the experiences you've had that were amazing, that were fun. Now, those of you that are still connected with this person, yeah, they do realize that you guys have something that's even like, yeah, you're sexually attracted. Yeah, you guys are like each other, but you guys are each other's best friend too. You make each other laugh. You enjoy the same things. You always, I don't know, like you always know how to cheer them up, make them feel better when they're having a bad day, when they're stressed out. You take them out of that darkness and put them back into the light of having fun, relaxing, just enjoying yourself. And that's kind of what's solidifying the connection between the two of you even more. I don't think they've met someone that was able to take them out of that dark place like you have, Sagittarius, or that you do. In the recent past, we have the Knight of Swords, Gemini energy. So I feel for those of you who are connected to this person, talking to them, recently they got kind of snippy with you. Maybe you guys got in a little bit of a tiff or like a little bit of an argument. And it was not even that serious, you know what I mean? And it kind of like they wanted to take control of the situation in some way. And maybe what you were talking about was a bit of a sensitive subject that you weren't aware that they would react that way. But it's almost like they took something that you said out of context and kind of just got angry with you. And it felt like it was out of nowhere. It felt like it was out of the blue. And maybe that was the last conversation you've had with them, but they're going to reply. They're going to come back. I do feel that for those of you, they're realizing they kind of just snapped at you without good reason. And I do feel they're going to apologize, because I think they realize they got triggered, not because of what you said or what you meant to say by it. Your intentions weren't bad. It was just something they felt unready for. Maybe it did come to terms with a commitment or developing something further, or even like something with their family, like meeting the family, getting to know their family. They get really defensive around, and that may be because they don't have the best relationship with their family, or their family's really judgmental in some way. And others of you where you're not talking to this person, this is what I'm talking about, where they just left, they just dipped. And I feel it's because they were out of control in the situation, out of their control of their feelings with you. They felt pressured, they felt on the spotlight to move forward in something they didn't think they were ready for. And I feel almost as if they try to find a reason to break this off, to break up, that just didn't make sense. I do feel someone has like a faux fur throw on their bed, or like a faux fur rug in their bedroom, or like faux fur pillows type of thing. Just for confirmation for someone out there. What you need to know about this situation, this connection, this person, Sagittarius, is the 9 of Cups, Pisces energy. So I do feel that they weren't ready for this when they met you. Again, like with the 9 of Pentacles in the background, like they were just thinking they were going to be single for a while, just seeing what you were up to, seeing what you're all about, just casually dating until it hit them that this is something deeper. And that you really are something and someone more significant than just, you know, a Tinder date or a Hinge date, a Bumble date, someone that was just meant to be temporary. You're so much more than that. And possibly you're everything they've kind of wanted but didn't realize because of their own messed up, unhealed wounds, which we all have, but theirs were a lot more prominent, a lot more deep, that they didn't recognize until they met you. I feel, Sagittarius, that you're very empathic, and some of you may be like a Heyoka empath. And what that is someone that kind of shows people the shadow sides of themselves, the things that they're not aware of. And Heyokas have a hard time sustaining relationships or getting so much, you know, resistance against them because of that. And I feel that's exactly what you did for them, Sagittarius, was through this connection, through, you know, who you are as an energy, as in a vibration of being someone that's so empathic, you showed to them what they were lacking within themselves. And although you did everything you could and you did everything right, they were still hesitant and resistant. And I even feel for those of you that don't talk to this person anymore, they like, for some of you, they broke up through text message or like DM, which was like, where did that come from? But with the 9 of Cups, what you need to know, Sagittarius, is that you are someone that they truly care about. You are someone that now they're wishing for, hoping for, that despite everything that has happened, the ups and downs through this whole connection, that you'd still give them a chance. Because I really do think they're hoping for some of you, reconciliation, hoping you'll get back together, but others of you that you'll still accept them and love them even when they were at their worst. Because you truly make them happy. You truly are everything that they want in a partner. And it really had nothing to do with you. It had to do with what was unresolved within them. But they're hoping for this and they're wishing for this despite it all. All right, Sagittarius, to see the likely outcome of this situation, we're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. Are they going to come back? What are they going to say? What do you need to prepare for? And what is the purpose of this connection so you can make the best decision for yourself? I'm going to overturn this card here to see the likely outcome of the situation. And I'm also going to pull oracle cards as well to dive deeper into this connection. What is the purpose of it, and what do you need to know? Again, so you can either move on with this or leave it where it was. If you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where you depart, Sagittarius, I really hope that this reading has given you clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to what's happening in your love life. If it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Sagittarius, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Sagittarius.